Afternoon YouTube, wanted to make a video on my little camp kitchen setup here. So basically I keep everything in a 5-gallon bucket with a seat on top. That way I got a chair at camp. And then the bucket gets used for getting water, cleaning, things like that. And the bucket's got about 1,000,005 uses, so why not have one? So inside of here, almost forgot, got a little cup, just a little Nailmaware cup, and inside of that I usually keep a little tea thing. So I make something hot to drink if it's cold like now. And then with some Nailmaware I can put it on fire if I want, but usually I don't. Then inside of here, some kind of knife. It's just a kitchen style knife, cutting, chopping, kitchen stuff. And got some matches, mainly because I also use this with like a Coleman stove as well as on fire, a little pack of silverware. So the matches will help light the Coleman stove easy, doesn't turn anything black. And then 5-gallon bucket. Got your seat so you can cook, have a seat, do your stuff. And on top of here, a little fold out grill. So basically with this, go away car. Basically with this I can either I'll put it on top of the burner on the stove and make toast with it, or just drop it right down in the fire and cook whatever I want, put pots and pans on it, or just cook right on here. On top of there is some lids and one of my folding skillets. This is a carbon steel skillet. I'm going to do some reviews on these pretty soon. I just got another one, so I really like them. So locking handle. This is the Pathfinder version. Everything in here is mainly Pathfinder. Why car? Why? Okay. Cargo, bye-bye. So this whole kit's mainly Pathfinder again. Like I said, I like that it has lifetime warranty, and I can beat the snot out of it and probably not break it to begin with, but if I do, I get a new one for free basically, or work with them and figure something out. But got one carbon steel skillet, some more lids. Okay, then inside of here, let me just pull everything out. If I get it out. So everything goes in this bag, that way whenever I'm at camp I can just leave it in the bag and not put it back in the bucket every time. That way if I'm using the bucket for something else. That's right. There's that. And then I like how everything nests into itself. Okay. Put that there. Another folding skillet. So this one's a stainless skillet. Once again, another Pathfinder skillet. So locking handle folds up good. As you can see, it's been used and abused and still going. So if you can beat it up and it stays good, kind of like to stick with that stuff. There's a lid for this skillet. And then what I usually have in here is, generally I'll take this little bush pot and I'll pull the 2-quart bush pot lid. Oop, not that one. One of these here. I guess it's the same skillet lid. Yeah. Take the skillet lid in this. That way I have a lid in the skillet. And then this, if it's just me, just walking through the woods or spending an overnight. And then with the 1-quart bush pot inside of here, I keep bandana. And then inside of that wrapped up, I keep a little cheapo Amazon stove. Folds out. One thing I like about this stove is you can either use the isobutane with it, or you can use a propane tank. It has this little adapter here. Usually I'm using propane, so it just stays hooked up. Little adapter hooks the propane, or you have the isobutane, has a simmer setting, so nothing to worry about there. Self-igniting, works really good. I haven't had any complaints with it. And inside of here, got a 2-quart bush pot. Where's this one there? 2-quart, 1-quart, and 3-quart bush pot. So I have all the bush pots fit inside of each other, which is really nice. So I have 3 different pots I can use. See, generally it works out with this one's for single, 2 people, 3 people, or a bigger 2-person. Basically soups and stews, chilies, a little bit smaller, single serving or hot chocolate, stuff like that. Keep paper towels between everything, try and help with the noise and stuff. So got some little stainless bowls. And the bowls and plates, you can even use them for cooking on the fire with if you want a little frying pan or something. Or if you're using it as a baking dish inside the bush pot. And I have a little rack that's off my squirrel cooker that I threw in here. Works really good. So I can use it inside the pots and things. But I really like this setup because it all fits inside of a 5-gallon bucket. I can leave it in the truck. It won't fill up with water. Nothing will rust. It's sealed. Then I get a chair, and then I'll fill this up with some hot water, wash dishes, and then pack it all up as I go. So hopefully this video, we can build off of it, and I'll make some camp cooking series on how I use the stuff, what I do with it, and how it works out, and go from there. But if you can, like and subscribe, comment down below. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And now I get to play Tetris and put it all back. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.